Hello and welcome to helpyourmath.com. In this video on metric conversions, we're going to look at examples of converting from kilograms into micrograms. Let's just review. 1 kilogram is 1 billion micrograms. So we're going from the biggest unit to the smallest unit. To convert from kilograms to micrograms, take the given amount of kilograms and multiply it by 1 billion. That would be taking the amount and multiplying it by a 1 followed by 9 zeros. Multiplying by 1 billion is equivalent to moving the decimal point 9 places to the right. Let's look at some examples. In our first example, how many micrograms is 7.09 kilograms? That would be taking 7.09 and multiplying it by 1 billion. That's a 1 followed by 9 zeros. There's 3, there's 6, there's 9. That would be moving it 9 places to the right. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we would fill in the gaps with zeros. So there's actually going to end up being 7 zeros at the end of this number. So we're going to say 7 billion 90 million micrograms. One quick note about this: if you're going to use our platform to practice some examples, know that you should not use commas in your answer. So you have to be really, really careful about counting the correct number of zeros. Don't use commas in your final answer. And one other note about these really big amounts of micrograms: if for some reason you're using a calculator, which you should not be using, but if you're using a calculator, you might put this in your calculator and you might multiply 7.09 by a billion, and it might say 7.09 E9. And if it says that, or something along those lines, sometimes there's a little 10, there's different ways that it expresses that. It's saying that it can't fit this number on the screen. It doesn't have the capacity to do that. So it's putting the number in scientific notation, and it's basically the same thing that I said. It's just telling you this is how many times you're moving the decimal point. So that's all that would mean if you were to put this in your calculator and you get some weird number. Okay, next example. How many micrograms are in 0.0018 kilograms? So again, what are we going to do to go from kilograms into micrograms? We're going to take the given value and multiply it by 1 billion. That's a 1 followed by 9 zeros. And really what that means is we're moving the decimal point 9 places to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we would fill in some zeros here. So when we fill in the zeros, it looks like we get 1,800,000 when we take this given number of kilograms and multiply it by 1 billion. Okay, in our next two examples and final examples, pause the video and see how you do. Did you end up with some really big numbers? Good, because so did I. For the number 3, we take 0.29 and we multiply it by 1 billion. So that's again multiplying it by this thing with 9 zeros behind a 1. And when we do that, that's moving the decimal point 9 places to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like we're going to be adding 7 zeros to this number. So 0.29 kilograms is going to be 2, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or what is this number? 290 million micrograms. And our last example, 1,905 kilograms is how many micrograms? We're going to take this number, we're going to multiply it by a billion, or move the decimal point 9 places to the right. The decimal point for this number is already behind the 5, and now we're adding 9 zeros. Or we're moving the decimal point 9 times, which is going to be adding 9 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yep, we're going to add 9 zeros, which gives us a grand total of 1,905 billion. That is a lot of micrograms. And there we have it. These have been examples of converting from kilograms into micrograms by multiplying by 1 billion or moving the decimal point 9 places to the right. Thank you for stopping by.